Do you dream of living more naturally? Maybe off the grid on a homestead? Or just with some backyard chickens? Trends focused on living and eating more naturally are becoming increasingly popular, especially on the right. Unfortunately, this movement often overlooks the complexities of the scalability of food systems and promotes misleading ideas of what is natural. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again movement promotes this idea of natural living, focusing on small-scale organic and regenerative farming. But given the amount of meat Americans currently eat, this way of farming is simply not scalable without a massive reduction in meat eating. And we haven't heard Kennedy say that part. In fact, in recent weeks, we've seen him promote the carnivore diet, which is part of a broader cultural shift towards more meat-centric diets. The carnivore diet is also associated with aspects of hypermasculinity and white nationalism. This trend comes after plant-based eating gained great traction in the late 2010s. It's since faced backlash, with plant-based meats labeled by some as ultra-processed and unnatural, criticism that in part stemmed from meat industry disinformation campaigns. All the while, the perceived naturalness of meat, dairy, and eggs remains largely unchallenged, despite the fact that 99% of the animals farmed for these products in the US come from very unnatural factory farms, where animals are genetically manipulated, confined in unnatural environments, and killed along an industrial disassembly line. Even if meat doesn't come from a factory farm, naturalness doesn't mean healthy for people or the planet. Professor, author, and expert on naturalness, Alan Levinovitz, says this misconception is currently being exploited by political movements in a time when many are feeling disempowered and unsure about the increasingly complex world around them. Ultimately, there's nothing natural about modern meat, and Kennedy's ideas that meat production can be deindustrialized at current rates of consumption is just not accurate. For the full story, visit sentientmedia.org.